How did this ancient herbivore survive millions of years before true duck-billed dinosaurs finally dominated global ecosystems? How did elongated forelimbs and five-fingered hands allow this massive creature to balance perfectly while moving quadrupedally? What hidden biological purpose did a massive camel-like hump serve instead of a typical thin reptilian sail? How did this herbivore possibly survive terrifying encounters with an 11-meter apex predator wielding devastating crushing teeth? What secrets did Philippe Taquet uncover when two remarkably complete skeletons emerged from the Niger desert sands? Don't miss what comes next in this story. Watch to the very end.
Welcome to the channel. I'm Jonny Dony, bringing you dinosaur documentaries grounded in real paleontology. Today, we explore Ouranosaurus in shadows beneath the spine, tracing a herd navigating ancient floodplains. Monetization has grown quite unpredictable lately, so this channel relies entirely on direct viewer support. Becoming a sponsor on Patreon helps fund every new production, link below. Please like and subscribe to keep the science flowing. Now, let us step back into the Cretaceous.
Shadows beneath the spine. The past is a foreign country. They do things differently there. L.P. Hartley. Floodplain Era. Across the El Raz Formation in northern Niger, the Early Cretaceous unfolds in a vast, subtropical floodplain. Between 123 and 113 million years ago, this riverine ecosystem supports a rich tapestry of ancient life before true duck-billed dinosaurs arise. Monsoonal rains swell the slow-moving rivers, nourishing dense stands of cycads, tree ferns, and towering conifers. The geology of this basin traps moisture in deep alluvial soils. This creates a lush, green sanctuary that sustains massive herbivores through the long, dry seasons. Along the muddy banks, a contemporary crocodilian basks peacefully in the warm sun. Nearby, a pair of Ouranosaurus engages in a subtle courtship display. Their gentle head bobs signal readiness to build a shallow nest and lay a fresh clutch of eggs. Out in the open clearings beyond the tree line, a pure sauropodomorph herd browses unhurried among the low vegetation. Their steady, rhythmic movements contrast sharply with the agile stride of smaller ornithopods. These smaller creatures navigate the dense undergrowth nearby with ease. High above, a contemporary pterosaur glides on warm thermal currents, scanning the sprawling wetland below. This diverse ecosystem thrives on the delicate balance of seasonal monsoons. The shifting geology continually reshapes the river channels and renews the nutrient-rich soils. Yet this ancient floodplain remains locked in a cycle of relentless climatic shifts. As the Aptian stage progresses, subtle changes in global temperatures will eventually test the resilience of every creature. They must adapt to the shifting rhythms of this fragile, verdant world. This chapter reveals the El Raz floodplain sustained massive herbivores through relentless monsoonal cycles. We can confirm this ecosystem balanced seasonal shifts with remarkable resilience. Share your observations on these climate adaptations in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe. The next chapter examines the 7-meter Ouranosaurus locomotion.
Bipedal species. The adult Ouranosaurus reaches 7 meters long, presenting a massive body plan built for steady endurance. Weighing nearly 3 metric tons, this robust species dominates the open ground. It moves with deliberate grace, shifting its immense bulk across the warm, sunlit earth. This creature is a facultative biped, walking on two legs for speed or dropping to four for absolute stability. It uses long forelimbs and five-fingered hands for secure quadrupedal support. Such highly versatile locomotion allows for seamless transitions across varied terrain types. A peer sauropodomorph browses quietly along the distant ridge, its towering neck completely dwarfing the heavy grazer below. The sheer scale of these long-necked giants puts the immense, heavy bulk of our robust subject right into a perfect, striking visual perspective. Nearby, a contemporary crocodilomorph rests motionless on a sunlit sandbar, its low profile starkly contrasting with the high-backed silhouette of the passing herbivore. The heavy footsteps of the approaching giant barely register against the reptile's thick, heavily scaled, and very tough hide. When startled by a sudden, distant rustle in the brush, the animal instantly rears up, balancing its massive frame entirely on its powerful hind limbs. This elevated bipedal stance reveals the true athletic capability hidden beneath its rather hefty, grounded physical appearance. Settling back down, it resumes a steady quadrupedal amble, its broad five-fingered hands pressing down firmly into the soft, warm earth. The great beast continues its steady, solitary march forward, a truly perfect synthesis of immense weight and surprising, quick agility. Could a 7-meter herbivore truly balance 3 tons on 2 legs? We analyzed how Ouranosaurus transitions seamlessly between quadrupedal stability and rapid bipedal movement. Drop your observations below. Hit like and subscribe. The next chapter reveals how its neural spines anchor a massive thermal hump.
Neural ridge. Tall, imposing neural spines rise vertically from the vertebral column, forming a rigid skeletal crest along the animal's broad back. These elongated bone projections do not support a thin sail like Spinosaurus. Instead, they firmly anchor a massive, fleshy, camel-like hump. This heavy, fatty tissue actively regulates thermal exchange under the fierce, unforgiving African sun. A contemporary archosaur basks motionless in the shallow river to absorb heat. Meanwhile, the massive herbivore dissipates excess body warmth through its highly vascularized dorsal ridge. The hump also stores vital fat reserves during the long dry season. Nearby, a small synapsid scurries beneath the ferns, entirely dwarfed by the massive, towering silhouette of a browsing Nigersaurus. The dorsal ridge remains a quiet, towering monument to survival. When 2 mature males meet, the hump transforms into a vital, striking visual signal. They turn sideways, presenting their broad profiles to deliberately exaggerate their size. This striking crest allows them to carefully assess rivals without engaging in dangerous physical combat. Skeletal reinforcement patterns clearly show these structures developed progressively throughout their ontogeny. Only fully mature individuals occupy prime territories, displaying their absolute maximum dimensions. The robust spine architecture bears the immense metabolic cost of maintaining such a prominent anatomical feature. As the midday heat finally peaks, the massive animal shifts into the deep and welcoming shade. The hump rises above the cycad canopy, catching the gentle, cooling breeze. It is a perfect synthesis of biology and environment, breathing vibrant life into the ancient ridge. While previous chapters covered locomotion and body size, this chapter reveals the dorsal ridge's thermal and social functions. We see how mature individuals evolved complex signaling systems. Subscribe for more paleontology. The next chapter shows brutal predator clashes.
Predator clash. Two rival bulls clash beside the shrinking Gadufawa riverbed, shoulder barging with 2.9 metric tons of mass each. Their broad, toothless beaks lock in a brutal pushing match until the smaller rival finally yields ground and retreats into the dense ferns. Suchomimus, an 11-meter spinosaur slightly larger than Ouranosaurus, was the apex predator using conical teeth for crushing bites. It launches a sudden ambush, but the herbivore pivots sharply, driving its heavy tail to break the strike and force the hunter back away. A massive 9-meter Sarcosuchus lunges from the muddy shallows, aiming to drag a straggler under. The victim wrenches free with a violent thrash, its sheer bulk overpowering the giant crocodilomorph, which quickly releases its grip and sinks back into the dark water. A rival 5-meter Cryptops attempts a sudden flank attack on the moving herd. The lead bull swings its elongated skull sideways, delivering a heavy, bone-jarring blow that breaks the smaller theropod's rhythm, sending the predator retreating limping into the dense cycad thickets. Another fierce territorial dispute erupts as a challenger tests the 8-meter victor at the water's edge. They lock their broad snouts together, shoving with immense force until the dominant bull drives its full weight forward, knocking the rival completely off its feet. A giant 6-meter pterosaur swoops down to snatch a wandering juvenile. The matriarch rears up on her hind legs, swinging her heavy head to deliver a deflecting strike that sends the flying reptile spiraling away, ensuring the young calf survives the threat. The next chapter reveals how this survivor's final moments became a permanent geological record. We traced every defensive adaptation, but the true story lies in the stone. Hit like and subscribe. Our next chapter uncovers Philippe Taquet's 1976 discovery and the lineage that bridged early iguanodonts to duck-billed dinosaurs.
Fossil lineage. A final old bull crops tough cycads with its 88 tightly packed cheek teeth, a basal hadrosauriform grinding through the Aptian dry season. Nearby, a 5-meter Nigersaurus sweeps its narrow jaw through lower ferns, sharing the shrinking Gadufawa floodplain as the monsoon fails. Exhaustion finally claims this last survivor, and the great beast collapses beside the baked mud. Scavengers gather quickly to strip the fallen carcass, leaving the massive neural spines exposed to the relentless sun until the first seasonal rains wash silt over the remains. Layer upon layer of riverine sediment seals the heavy skeleton in absolute, silent darkness. Over millions of years, groundwater percolates through the bone bed, replacing organic tissue with minerals and preserving the elongated skull within the Elhaz Formation's ancient sandstone. Tectonic forces eventually uplift this stone record into the Tenere Desert. In 1976, French paleontologist Philippe Taquet carefully recovered 2 nearly complete fossil skeletons from the Gadufawa locality, unearthing the critical lineage that bridged early iguanodonts and later duck-billed dinosaurs. These remains reveal a unique Gondwanan branch of ornithopod evolution, distinct from Northern Hemisphere relatives. The upward-facing nostrils and complex dental batteries demonstrate how this isolated lineage adapted to riverine margins before vanishing entirely by the end of the Aptian stage. Though this resilient Gondwanan ornithopod left no living heirs, its evolutionary legacy endures in stone. The Gadufawa fossil site permanently locks the anatomical innovations of early hadrosauriforms into the geological record, their vital place preserved in the deep history of life. Our journey from monsoonal floodplains to Takwe's Gadufawa excavation concludes here. We have traced how this unique Gondwanan lineage adapted, survived, and ultimately vanished from the geological record. Comment below which anatomical innovation most impressed you during our investigation. Like and subscribe to explore our complete Early Cretaceous documentary series.
Our journey through shadows beneath the spine reaches its quiet conclusion. I'm Jonny Dony, and together we traced the ancient floodplains where Ouranosaurus shaped early iguanodont diversity. If this exploration resonated, please subscribe and comment with your favorite moment from the documentary. My Patreon community receives each new dinosaur film a full week before the public release, link below. Heartfelt gratitude goes to every sponsor and supporter who funds this meticulous research. In just a few seconds, two equally fascinating dinosaur documentaries will appear on your screen. Select your next adventure and keep exploring with me.